let's say that the prayer has already started and someone is coming late. First of all, when you go and approach the lines, don't actually rush too much and make a lot of noise where it actually distract all the other people in the masjid, like, panting and, going over there and then start pushing so you can get in the line and everything like this. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to approach them very quietly, very calmly, without actually making any noise. But let's say that we started late, okay? Should we start from the beginning and say Allahu Akbar and then after that do our rak'ah and so on? But we usually don't know. We don't know what rak'ah they are in. Are they in the second rak'ah? Are they in the first rak'ah? Are they in the fourth rak'ah? If it's Aisha or Maghrib or Asr, for example, or Dhuhr, or are they in the third rak'ah? If it's Maghrib, we don't know, right? So we're supposed to start Allahu Akbar and follow with the Imam, right? And then while he's praying and while we're doing it until the end, we will count how many rak'ah they did. So let's say I came in the time of Isha. Isha means supposed to be 4 rak'ahs, right? And I came and it was the second rak'ah. So they did the second rak'ah and then they did the shahud and then they stood up again and they did 2 other rak'ahs. Okay. What should I do over here? I missed 1 rak'ah, right? So what I supposed to do is when they say assalamu alaikum, I'm not supposed to finish. I'm not supposed to say salamu alaikum with them. I'm supposed to stand up and make up the 1 rak'ah that I missed. So as many rak'ahs that I've done, I supposed to do to make up those rak'ahs that I missed. So let's say, as I said, that I came in the second rak'ah when they came in their sujood and they were doing the tashahhud, and I wasn't sure if it was that tashahhud, but then they stood up again and they did 2 rak'ahs and they did salamu alaikum, salamu alaikum. I supposed to stand up and then pray by myself 2 rak'ahs to make them up. Now, when does the rak'ah actually end? Let's say the imam came and say salamu alaikum and he started reciting Quran, and I came while he is reciting Quran. As long as he reciting Quran and he did not bow down, if he bows down and then he raised his head up again, I missed the rak'ah. If he bowed down and then I say salamu alaikum and I bow down with him, I did not miss that rak'ah until unless he actually raise his head before I say Allahu Akbar. Sorry, before I say Allahu Akbar, then I miss the rak'ah. Okay, let me repeat this again. So let's say that the Imam is actually said Allahu Akbar and start reciting Quran. Okay, and I came late, right? And then I come with their line, and then I say Allahu Akbar, and then I just stand up, and then hoops, he say Allahu Akbar, and he actually bow down. I'm still in that rak'ah. I did not miss that rak'ah, right? And then I say Sami Allahu liman hamida. He raises his head, so I would raise my head with him. I actually did not miss the rak'ah. I actually caught that rak'ah. But let's say that I came late where they're actually bowing down like this, and I said Allahu Akbar and I bowed down, and then suddenly they actually raised their head up. If they raised her head up before I actually go down with them, like bowing down like this, I missed that rak'ah. So I have to make it all over again. Does that make sense? Anyone has question about? If you did not understand, please tell me. I can repeat it in a different way if you want to. It's fine. Okay?
I knew about making up the rakat,
Mhm.
but I didn't know how not to miss it because I'm always late. So
Okay.
I
So let's
am,
say let's say that you came in the second time, right? In the second one. You came
yeah.
in the second one, he was reciting Quran. Okay, he was standing and reciting Quran. Okay, you still did not miss the second rak'ah. You came in the second rak'ah, and then he say Allahu Akbar, and then you bow down. He says Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, and then he says Sami Allahu liman hamida, and everyone would say Rabbana lakal hamd, right? You did not
Mhm.
miss that rak'ah. But let's say that you came in the second rak'ah, but he was down there and he was actually raising his head up. If you did not say Allahu Akbar and you went down and you raised your head up with the Imam, you missed
I
that
mean,
rak'ah.
oh, okay. I didn't
Like
know that.
this. Yes, you missed that rak'ah. Does that make sense now? So And so you have to redo the second rakah. You have to do the first rakah and second rakah. Does that make sense now? Anyone has a question about this? Let's say that you missed the third rakah. So the third rakah also you have to do the third. So you did one rakah with the imam. Let's say it's Isha, so you have to do four. So you did one rakah with the imam. You do this. You after he says salam alaikum, salam alaikum. You don't do salam alaikum, salam alaikum. You stand up, and that's why when you come to the masjid, the ones in the back, you see them standing up before say salam alaikum because they're making up their rakahs. So they have to stand up and they have to do one more, and then they do tashahhud, and then they do the other two that they missed. If they missed three, for example. Does that make sense now?
Yes.
Okay, good. Anyone else has a question? Please don't be shy to ask. If you don't understand, don't be shy to ask, inshallah.
Sister Ruba, so
Yes.
supposing I just barely made the second rakah or whatever rakah I missed.
Yes.
So when I am making it up, so how do I make it? Like, okay, so four, I missed two. I got the third one. So do I say the surah after Alhamd and make those the first two, or I make those the last two, and then in the ones that I've missed, then after Alhamd I say the surah?
Very good. So let's say there are four rakahs, right? Let's say that we're doing either Dhuhr or Asr or Isha, because those are four rakahs. So let's say that you missed only one, right? Which is the first one. That's okay. After he says salam alaikum, so you do only one, you recite the Quran in it. Because you missed the first one that recites the Quran. So you missed the one that recites the Quran, you have to recite the Quran, which is a short surah after the Fatiha, right? Now, let's say that you missed two. Now, after he says salam alaikum, so you have to stand up and do two, and you recite the Quran. Like you say Al-Fatiha and then recite small surah. Let's say that you missed three. So you have to stand up. You missed the second, which is you missed the second one, the first one, right? So you do the first one, right? And then you do tashahhud, and then you do two, right? Now, let's say that you missed three. Yeah, those are the three. So if you miss the four, you have to do the four like this, like two, tashahhud, and then two, and then salam, salam.
Okay, so if I missed the two first one, so the two that I am praying silently behind the imam, I still pray them as like third and fourth rakah. I don't make them as the first and second like I
Yes.
say. Okay.
Yes, you
Okay.
just
You
follow
follow
the
the imam.
imam. You
Okay,
follow the
gotcha.
imam.